In this review, we're going to be exploring alternate uses for a car jump starter. Pretty much everybody knows how to jump a car with jumper cables. Well, most battery backups are pretty much the same. So we're going to look at some other things that you could power with a battery. You can, of course, use it to charge your phone, and you could use it for lights and pumps and heaters and coolers and a variety of 12-volt items. So in this video, we'll be exploring a few of them. Here we go.
All right, today we're reviewing the TopVision car charger, and later on we're going to show you some of the things that I've used it for and tried to use it for to give it a full evaluation. Anyway, starting out comes with a real nice case. It's semi-rigid, pretty rigid, nice zipper. Comes with the battery cable that you plug into the unit, and the charging cable. Get to that in a few minutes. Has the type A and type C. So you plug that into the, well, here's the unit itself. And you plug that in, type C, into Tim. Come on. Right, there we go. And then this into your power source. And that's how you charge it. Also comes with this 12-volt cigarette adapter, which is really cool, and I've used it for a number of things. One of the neat things that I like about this particular unit, it's real simple to use. You turn it on, and you turn it on, hold it, and you get a light. Okay, good. And then turn it off. It has two USB A's, and this is where, oh, and also that, as I mentioned, that DC out, which is actually a lot more powerful, and I'll show you that here a little bit. And you plug it, if you're just going to use it the way for what it's designed for, you just plug it in to the unit, and this will tell you if this was connected to a battery. I don't know if you can see that, but it is waiting for something to be attached. If I had this attached to a battery, it would actually tell me the voltage left of the battery, or the condition of the battery. So that, I like that LCD. I like that. So you know if it's right off, if you go to charge, so your car's not starting, you're not sure if it's a battery or not, you connect this, and it'll tell you right here how many volts that battery has. So it may or may not be the battery that the reason that your car can't start. All right, hope I explained that. So that's pretty much the unit. I show a little bit later in this video, I show where I tried a scissor jack and I tried an impact wrench with varying results. You'll get to that. Also, we're going to look at, I've used this for one of those small 12-volt refrigerators for your car, and it's a dual function. It's a heater and heat your food or keeps it warm, and a cooler. Just flick a switch, and I'm not going to show you that because it's like the unit I've got, it's old, but it does work both ways, and it doesn't trip the TopVision at all. It works fine. The only thing is, every 42 seconds it loses another degree of charge, so it's not really the best thing to use for something like that. I just wanted to see if it would work. All right, continuing with our test, I bought a little male barrel adapter, and which is, you know, $1 maybe. And I'm going to plug it in to the DC out of my TopVision and look for the other end. Okay, and then I've got a light here, and I probably ought to show you the light. It's a real old LED light. There you go. I don't want to blind you when this thing comes on. Actually, I should turn it off. That way you'll see. So I'll plug that adapter in, and I'll plug my cable in to my light. Now this is auto dimmer. Somebody needs to turn the TopVision on. There we go. And you can see function just beautifully. Nice and bright with that out connector. Now I want to show you a comparison of just using the USB port. So here is a USB cable. That's all it is, USB cable. Going to my light, like that. And now plugged into the USB. Here we go. That's full boat. That's as bright as it gets. So you can see the difference. I should be able to do this real quick for you. So that's full on. And this is coming from the DC out on the side. Very cool, huh? Nice and bright. I don't know how long that's going to last, but I've been playing with this for, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, and I've got 98% still. So I'm real pleased with this. Obviously it works fine as a emergency car charger, and I've actually had to use it. I carry this in my truck, my van. I got a van, and I carry this, and I've had to use it 4 times, and it's worked every time. Just doesn't take much, just enough to give it a little juice and go. All right, now we're going to go to some of the other, and it does have this feature where it just shuts off, and I don't know why it just shuts off after it doesn't think it's being used, but it obviously it's getting a draw. And just turn it back on. We're going to go to show you what happened with the scissor jack and then the impact wrench. It's bright. Still on 98%. I had this old battery laying around for quite a while, and I just charged it. So I wanted you to see, even without the TopVision connected, you have an LED readout. I hope you can see that. Right now it's 12.9 volts. If that's flickering, it's only flickering because there's a differential between the flicks of the readout and the timing of the 30 frames per second. Anyway, that's cool. So you always knew. Actually 12.9, I just took it off the charger. This battery isn't going to hold that charge, but maybe I'll come back tomorrow and do it again, and you'll see. It's getting ready to storm, so I got to get in. Well, this is one day later after the storm, and I'm actually quite surprised that this old battery only lost 0.2. It's a 12.9 yesterday, it's at 12.7 today, and it's a full 24 hours. So I got a late start on this, so we'll pick it up tomorrow. Well, it's the next day, and it's raining again. So We're going to see how much battery we have here. Whoops, sorry. 12.7. Huh. How about that? It stayed up. 12.7. Now let's try a cheap Syntec. I don't know if I could do this without a tripod. We'll try to do that. You can see that says 12.7 also. Whoops. There we go. So that's pretty accurate. So the first thing we're going to play with here, we put that adapter in here. Hope you can see that on screen there. And then plug this scissor jack. It's a 12-volt scissor jack. And I'm going to turn it on. Turn the power brick on. And I have a light on my scissor jack, so let's hit the up button, see if this thing would drive it. Well, that was my tractor, and for some reason this stopped. Lights went out. It's on now. Oh, okay, well it's kicking off the TopVision, so it must be just a little bit too much for it. We'll just keep, yeah, TopVision isn't even coming on now. Huh. Wow, it didn't like that at all, did it? Well, I don't know what to say about this. The TopVision is not coming on. Had 100% just 20 seconds ago, and now it won't even come on. So maybe it has a fuse. I don't know where it is, if it does. Doesn't seem hot. Well, I went back in and put the charger cable in the USB port of one of my computers. This is a charging cable, and it registered 99%, so turn it on. That's at 98. So I don't know if it overloaded, got heated up, or and just needed to cool down, or what. Well, this is my first time to try this, so okay, so we'll continue with the up, and it did not like up. So maybe it's my jack. I did have some problems with it. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it is just not going to do this. So my light went off on the jack, but the TopVision stayed on. So somebody's not happy here. Anyway, this combination is not going to work. So I'm guessing going forward, we'll just have to use a cigarette lighter. Yeah, that's not, my jack isn't working. Okay, so here's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to put the cables on the battery and get my tractor off. Yeah, oh, there it is. So sort of had a light. I had a light for a second blinking. Well, no sense in wasting your time. So I'm just going to get this off and we'll try something else. Okay, for some reason my little battery thing didn't connect, but it's connected now. And what that did is that reset this. I was just at 100%, I'm down to 84. So let's go ahead and plug it back in here. Turn it back on. Yeah, and what's happening is it shuts this off, so it's got a circuit overload. And in order for me to bring that back, I just have to plug it into a battery, and now it'll come back. Well, it did a minute ago. Okay, so we're back. Now, I have another idea, and that's to take their jumper cables and plug it in. Sorry, off camera there. And plug it in and do something a little different. And I'm thinking it might be this way, we might have more amps, but I want to make sure and keep all the wires separate here. Okay, kids, don't try this at home. Okay, so we have power. I've got a blinking light. I'm not sure what that means. But that is working. And my tractor is off. 3 wheels are off the ground. So that's working with that setup. I'm hoping you can see that. It's kind of a rig, but again, it's bright out here, so I can't really see too much. There we go. So that's working. Now it's shut off. Okay, now it's back on. So I've got the TopVision, and what I'm thinking is I've got the TopVision with their jumper cables connected to this little adapter. Can you see that? Yeah. And then that into my jack. And basically I'm thinking that this guy here that goes on the side just doesn't have enough amp. There's not enough throughput, I guess you'd say. So using the jumper cables and this adapter, it does have enough to power this jack. So that's cool. So I thought the TopVision had a fault, but I come to realize it's not a fault at all. It's just fault protection. So let's take this on and off. We've lost our power again. Here we go. I think that has might have a timer, that TopVision. And we've lost our connection somehow. Oh, that's not good, because now I've got a tractor that's up on 3 wheels. And I don't have a connection here. I have to get a light on here in order for it to, and I'm not seeing a light. And that's on, but no light. Make sure we've got good. I'm going to reset this. Now I have a blinking light here, but it's not going down. There it is. Well, let's put it this way. It works, but it is on the iffy side. Obviously, I think I showed the other day when I was shooting video where if I just have this plugged in, actually I'm going to unplug all this. But if I just plug these into my battery, that jack works fine. And that's good for the jack, but I was trying to do some testing with the TopVision, which is pretty cool. Now I was at 100% before all that test, and it's at 84, so it took 16% of this battery to raise that tractor up once, but it did it. So if I happen to need that, I'm good. Well, that's cool. So the other thing is, when you get fault protection, what we learned is with this adapter, and you do this, and it goes out, you need to reset it. And one of the ways to reset it is just by plugging it in to a battery source or your AC adapter or whatever. I just happen to have this power station, 300 watt, and then I plug that in, and that reset the TopVision, and then I'm able to continue. Anyway, that worked. So all in all, I'm really happy with the TopVision. I know there's a ton of brands. I'll list them off in the description. I'm guessing they're all probably about the same, but I do like the TopVision. I've been able to be in contact with tech support. They've been very good. Took a little bit of time to get connected to them, I guess you'd say, but now that I've got their attention, they've been working with me real good in helping me troubleshoot some things, and especially for the making of this video, so you have an idea of what it can do. So it's got the SOS light and a regular light. And I imagine there's some kind of a holding thing there that you have to do, but I'm not sure. There it is. And there's your SOS. So, like I said earlier, there's just not a whole lot of instructions with the unit, but the unit is nice. It's handy. It's come in a beautiful little case. And hey, if you happen to have 12-volt appliances for your vehicle or wherever you happen to be or whatever you're doing, this guy can handle. And I was really surprised that I was able to do that with the battery chargers, the battery charge cable that comes with it. Now I will mention, tech support said that this is the old style charging cable, and I mentioned earlier it has LCD readout that tells you the voltage of the battery, and I like that, but they said they have problems with it, so going forward they're going to be shipping with a cable system without that. So as far as I can tell, it doesn't affect the performance, other than it may air out once in a while. Other than that, I like it, and I like everything about it. Started my truck a few times and my car once or twice, and you know, I'd buy another one. So I think that's about the best recommendation you can get. If someone, would you buy it again? I mean, that's a good barometer, you know. So I'm going to leave a link in the description to eBay where you can buy them, actually a little cheaper. You can buy them on Amazon, but they've always been a little pricier on Amazon than I've found them on eBay. So why not save some money and go on eBay? It's the G26 by TopVision. Okay, well, hope this helped. There's a lot of different brands and they're all pretty much the same. I do like this one that has the feature of the LCD readout here. So when it's connected to a battery, you do see the voltage of the battery. And that's a really neat function that a lot of them don't have. It's supposed to have a real good warranty. You could scan that and activate your warranty. It says 24-month warranty and exclusive gift, which we don't know what that is because I don't do that. All right, I hope it helps. Have a great day.